Should we do one of them cold opens again? Or we were just chatting.
Maybe we just did.
No,
I want to see that Eurasian bullfinch.
Show me that one.
Sick, that, innit?
Mate, my balls flinch.
Did Eurasian made my balls flinch.
Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Uncensored. I am Adam McKola. He is Joseph Smith. Sorry,
And of course you can as well.
sorry.
Hello, my name is Adam McKola. Oh, you're not Scottish, but...
McKola. Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Uncensored with me, Adam McKola, and him, Joseph Smith. And we have got... What are you doing with
That
your lips?
Ronaldinho piece.
Oh, you're ready for Champions League?
Why was he doing that? Why is he licking his face so big?
He's ready. Imagine what he was doing with all that brass with that tongue.
His face smelling like
There's a man that loves
a
a brass. It's Ronaldinho.
Yeah,
I
he
think
probably
we could
does.
safely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also loves a Kangol kind of, what do they call, like flat cap.
Him and Samuel L. Jackson are the only ones that buy them.
Keeping Kangol in his... Why is Ronaldinho always wearing a flat cap? He's literally always wearing one, isn't he?
Have you ever seen the video of when he like turns up to Brixton or somewhere like that? Yeah. And there's it's like a cage, football cage.
Yeah.
And like he walks into this cage and there's grown men screaming like mad. Let me find this video.
Of all the people, he might be like number one for that. He might be the most like... I think Zidane's up there.
Yeah, he's got the streets.
In terms
Ronaldinho's
of
got the streets.
Ronaldinho might be the most streets won't forget footballer of all time. I think also because he's the age he was when we were the age we were. Like when you're 10, 12, he's the first player that a lot of people saw come through as like just unbelievable. And one of the last as well.
Yeah. It's in Peckham. Pecknam. Let's listen.
Can you imagine?
No, I've seen a video where there's a grown man going, ah!
It's so good. But even that's good though.
Yeah, that's mad. That's mad. Ronaldinho, what a player.
Yeah.
I seen this week on Twitter, I see it come up a lot actually, like people debating whether Neymar was better than Ronaldinho. What do you think? Because they're both very
good.
Similar footballers.
I think Ronaldinho will be remembered more fondly and more highly than Neymar. I think...
Yeah, because of the things he won for Brazil.
Because of what he won with Brazil. Also because he was undoubtedly the main man at Barca when he was there. He was the one winning the Ballon d'Ors. Whereas Neymar, even if he's just as talented as Ronaldinho, he was second fiddle to Messi when he was at Barca.
But the only reason Neymar didn't win a Ballon d'Or is because of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I think if Ronaldo and Messi exist in Ronaldinho's era, he doesn't win a Ballon d'Or.
I agree.
But I think it's a fair argument, like to say Neymar's better than him. I would prefer Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
But what you got to remember about Neymar is he's achieved so much in the game, and he did it in a time where players were becoming robots. So Ronaldinho was one of a kind, but football had that flair still.
Yeah.
It had that individuality.
2004,
Imagine what
2008.
would have happened to him under Pep or something.
No, disgrace.
Becomes a boring little robot.
It's a disgrace. Yeah. No, Neymar is unbelievable. I also think Neymar's career feels like it's got more what-ifs about it than Ronaldinho's.
That back injury, innit?
The back injury.
Remember that
Could
day
they
like
have
he
won
was
that
dead
World Cup? Yeah,
for the game against Germany.
And they literally did die.
David Luiz was holding his
8-1?
shirt. 7, 8, yeah, something like that.
Like, unthinkable. And Ronaldinho's got the World Cup. He's got the Ballon d'Or. Did he win the Champions League as well? I think he did. That Rijkaard season.
It was when they played Arsenal, wasn't it? Did he play in that team?
Surely he did.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, he's got everything. Whereas Neymar,
and we were close to signing him.
I know. Imagine how good he would have been.
We wouldn't have had Ronaldo. Is that an exchange you're willing to do?
Probably not, but I still think we could have gone both.
That's in my world. I look at it that way.
Because it was only 16 million, 14 million, whatever it was, Ronaldo.
And it's like Ronaldo was still young.
Yeah. You get Ronaldinho in, he's like winning Ballon d'Ors, and then you get Ronaldo in to kind of come in as well. I think we could have had them both. But we certainly, even then, we wouldn't have been as good as we are now. Because Michael Carrick has got the most points of any Premier League manager in their first 9 games with the club.
Joint with? Go shout him. Go and bollock him. Go on. This is staying in, so go on.
I started with I'm sorry.
Yeah, why are you sorry?
I'm sorry to have to do this to you.
And then you made it's fine. It's obviously not fine because you stood by the door saying stop doing it.
It's not that fine. It's fine-ish. Right, what were we saying? Oh, yeah.
Carry on. We didn't stop.
No, we did stop.
No, we didn't stop. That's in.
I believe the person that he is equal on points with after 9 games is Big Flange Postecoglou.
Yeah.
Which is mad.
We're not going to call him that anymore.
Well,
I like him.
Little Flange.
Big Ange.
I like him.
Did you watch his full...
I didn't watch the full overlap, no. I didn't see the full thing.
I thought it was really good. And obviously, all managers and players have stories, and once I think you learn about their personal lives, you probably feel a little bit more attached to them.
Yeah.
And you humanise them a little bit. But just hearing him talk about like growing up as an immigrant in Australia.
Is he Greek?
The influence that his dad had on him. All those kind of things. And then I think he played for like a semi-pro or amateur team, and Pushkas started coaching him.
Really?
And so like he was the one driving Pushkas around, like when Pushkas was there.
Cool. When Pushkas
and just hearing all those stories was quite sick. But then he had a Roy Keane related story. He was with a team. So when we went to the Club World Cup in 99, 2000.
I did see this.
That's
nice.
We lost. Obviously, we lost our first 2 games, I think. Was it Necaxa and Vasco da Gama?
I could not tell you. I was 7 and I wasn't watching those games.
Oh, mate.
I maybe watched them, but
because I think was it Romario, bruv?
Yeah, I think Romario played.
He absolutely fucked us up, man. And now when you hear about the stories of it, what the players were doing and that, just on the piss, kind of all makes sense. But like we got beat by Vasco da Gama. Yeah, Romario was the top goal scorer with Nicholas and Alca.
That's mad.
Necaxa finished runners 3rd place. Vasco were runners up. They played
was Anelka not at Arsenal yet then?
The final. No, he had gone to Real Madrid after that.
I was going to say he'd already left Arsenal then. Okay.
So group stage, here we go. Our group was Necaxa, Vasco, South Melbourne.
There you go.
And we drew with Necaxa, lost against Vasco da Gama. Dwight York scored after 81 minutes. We were 1-0 down against Necaxa. Then Nicky Butt, again, he scored on the 81st minute as well, but we lost 3-1, Romario with 2, Edmundo. And then we beat South Melbourne with Quinton Fortune getting a brace.
And so was Ange playing for Melbourne then? Was he coaching?
It might have been, so it was 25 years ago. 26 years ago.
Either.
Could have been playing.
Could be either, couldn't it? Yeah.
Could have been
He's got
playing.
to be mid-50s, hasn't he?
Let me check report. Yeah, he could have been playing. Although he's been football for a long time. Maybe he was a coach.
Yeah. So the story is, after the game, everyone was like wanting Roy Keane and wanting the United players' kits, weren't they? Mm-hmm. And Keane, a lot of the players weren't giving him the kits. Is that right?
Yeah. So a few of the players went up to the dressing room and was like, can we have some shirts?
Yeah.
Because obviously they're a semi-pro team.
Yeah.
You know.
Loads of them United fans as well.
And they go into the dressing room, ask for some shirts, and some of the lads said no. He never named who. And then Roy Keane stepped in and was like, lads, give him your fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah, I really like that. And Keane looks like he's touched by that Ange remembered it and brought it up.
Ange Postecoglou was the coach.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Oh, it's good that. Little things like that with Keane. It's like those little captaincy things. Like, did you see with Bruno after Sesko's goal, he went and individually celebrated with every player that had gone to celebrate with Sesko. There's like a clip of him going one to the next, to the next, to the next. Each person.
Bruno
goes to each person, celebrates one-on-one, and then pushes Sesko toward the fans so he can have his own little moment as well.
He did that with Paddy as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Just little things.
Did you watch Match of the Day
No, I didn't.
Sunday? So I didn't do this research myself. I've seen it from Match of the Day. But throughout the game, and you see it when you're at a match and you just watch him, you see Bruno constantly coaching Sesko.
Yeah.
Make this run, make that run. There's a few crosses he puts into the box and Sesko don't run across the defender. And he's like, get across the defender. Like, he's fuming. Like, maybe shouting at him, but obviously they're all adults. Like, they can deal with that. But you could see him like coaching him through the game, because obviously Bruno wants to get the assist record, but he also wants Sesko to kind of develop and fulfill his potential. And I think he said after the game, like, there's so much more to come from him, from Benjamin Sesko. And yeah, I really like that. I think he's, you know what, I had my doubts about him as a captain. And when things are going really badly and you've got someone like Bruno just whinging, which I get. I think, imagine Roy Keane playing for a team that finished 15th, he'd lose his absolute marbles. And I was a bit like, I'm not sure if he should have been captain. I disagree with myself now.
You disagree with yourself? Have you confronted yourself on that?
I confronted myself on that.
What did you say?
I said, you're a fucking idiot.
And what did you say?
Yeah, but you can make mistakes, you know, it's life and that. Sometimes you get things wrong. It's about admitting it and facing up to the fact that you were wrong.
Oh, I love it. And then what did you say?
And I said, yeah, that's a good point. Go and face up to it.
And then what did you say?
I said, you know, I'll let you know tomorrow if I've done it or not. So I'll let him know later that I did it.
And are you happy with that as a response?
Yeah, because it's just about being adult, innit? You know, in this industry, people don't like to admit they were wrong.
That's true. Also, make sure you go and check out the merch. The link is in the description. We've got this little piece. This is nice, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to come up with some new ideas soon as well, but these are still very new.
We've got loads of good stuff on there.
This
Jumpers,
is this
hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts like this one as well. The link is in the description. Go and check it out.
You know what I hate as well? Yeah?
I think that's just life generally, isn't it?
People go, oh, you were wrong about this. And then you think, bruv, if I put a camera on you and your mates sat in a pub talking about football, you know how wrong you would be on so many different things?
On everything all the time.
On everything all the time.
Yeah. But it doesn't even make sense because people just love that little told you so, got you moment, don't they? But realistically, everyone in football makes wrong judgments all the time. Literally all, even the top people, like people buying players that are shit, people selling players that turn out to be good. Like some of the best footballing brains of all time make constant mistakes on judgments. Sir Alex.
Yep, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. Or signing players that weren't quite right for United, or, you know, whatever. It happens constantly. And then it's like, oh no, you thought he was shit and he's good. You're an idiot forever.
It's like when I've been clipped up saying Phil Jones would be future United and England captain.
Yeah.
People like to kill me for that.
Yeah.
Fergie said he was as good as Duncan Edwards.
Yeah, exactly. See? And he was right. He just wasn't right. He was just wrong.
But like, Phil Jones was a massive talent. He's at Blackburn again now, isn't he?
Yeah,
as like a coach.
Yeah.
Fair play to him. Good luck to him.
Just on Bruno though, I do want to talk about Bruno a little bit more. I think he's
the best player in the world.
I think he's up there. I genuinely think he's up there. I think that in the last 2 or 3 years, if he'd been at another club, a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, maybe even a Bayern Munich, or certainly a Man City, you know, someone winning titles consistently, he would have been shortlist 3, 2, maybe even number 1 for a Ballon d'Or. I think that he's one of the best number 10s in Premier League history. I think he's a Man United legend. I think he's fantastic. I think he's the best number 10 I've ever seen at United. Admittedly, we didn't always have a sort of out-and-out number 10 under Fergie, so maybe there's not that much competition. But I think he's finally starting to get the recognition he deserves. Go on.
Because number 10s kind of include Rooney and Cantona.
I wouldn't include Rooney in there totally, personally.
But he did play 10.
He did play 10 at times, but he also played on the left, on the right. He played up front a lot. Bruno isn't like that.
But he wasn't a midfielder. Bruno is a midfielder, right? So
like
attacking midfielder.
Yeah, as an attacking midfielder goes, he's the best I've ever seen at United. And again, Cantona's not that.
Question?
And I didn't see him enough, but he's not better. Obviously, he's better than Bruno. Go on.
Say that sentence again in case people got...
Cantona obviously is better than Bruno.
Yeah, okay, because the way you said it didn't sound like that. Question?
Go on.
Is Bruno Fernandes...
Yeah.
I hate when people say that.
Yeah, me too. Just trying a bit too hard, isn't it? Just 10% too hard.
Sorry, John. You do it a lot.
Yeah.
Is Bruno Fernandes in your all-time Manchester United Premier League 11?
If you're playing a 4-2-3-1, maybe. It'd be in the conversation. So,
do it.
I mean, the back...
You don't have to do the back line. You can just do your
midfield.
I'll
do the back line. I'll do Schmeichel, Neville, Ferdinand. I will just go Ferdinand and Vidic, even though Stam should be in there. I just think we know that partnership works. Ferdinand, Vidic, and I didn't see enough of Irwin, so I'm going to go Everett, but I know people will disagree with that.
Mine would be Schmeichel, Neville, Ferdinand, Stam, Irwin.
Yeah, that's fair. I think, and again, because they play together, I think I would just go Scholes and Keane as your 2 holding players. I think that works.
See, I go 4-4-2, I do.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're playing 4-4-2, then Bruno doesn't get in because he doesn't fit in that formation. But if you do 4-2-3-1, I would go with those two. Then I probably would put... Let me think. Too many strikers, let me think. I'd go Ronaldo on the left. Sorry, Giggs. I'd probably go Beckham on the right. But then narrowing it down to one striker is impossible. So I'd have to do Rooney. In that, I'd have to do Cantona in the 10 or Rooney in the 10 and Cantona up front.
Yeah, Bruno doesn't make mine, but I don't mind if people want to put him in theirs.
No.
My issue when doing my all-time United Premier League 11 just comes down to picking two of Beckham, Giggs and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like, that's the issue I have, because I feel like if you're doing Premier League all-time 11, whether it's a Man United one or all clubs, Ryan Giggs just has to be in it.
Yeah.
And then Cristiano Ronaldo in 07-08 was the greatest player I've seen in a United shirt.
Yeah.
Like that Ronaldo, so it's hard to leave them out. And then I just love David Beckham. Like, he was everything to me. Still is. Love him.
Even now.
So it's hard to, for me to pick two of those three. But it's always Keane and Scholes.
Yeah. And
it's always Rooney and Cantona.
Yeah.
Used to be Cantona and Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Well, when Rooney was playing.
Yeah.
But now it's Rooney and Cantona.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Rooney has to be in a team.
Yeah.
Giggs has to be in the team.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Keane and Scholes have to be in the team.
Yeah.
Rio
has to be in.
Rio have to be in.
Yeah.
It's a flip of a coin between Schmeichel and Van der Sar.
Yeah.
Flip of a coin between Stam and Vidic.
Yeah.
It depends on your age with Irwin or Evra.
Yeah, probably. I think people who saw both most likely would go Irwin though, wouldn't they? It seems like
because he scored goals, free kicks, penalties. Obviously, Evra was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dennis Irwin was something special. 2-footed as well. Unbelievable player.
Do you think Bruno by the end of his career can get in there? What does he have to do? Because I think right now he's the best player in the Premier League.
The only thing he lacks is one of the big boys.
Yeah.
Premier League or Champions League.
Yeah.
And if he's the captain that wins us our first league title in 15 or whatever the years is, maybe we look at him in a whole new light.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because he will inevitably have either scored or set up some of the title clinching goals in that as well, because he just does every single year 20, 30, 40 goals and assists. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know what I'm gutted about, Joel?
Go on. What is up with you?
If Arsenal drew, I would have been saying something.
Can we talk about Arsenal? Right, Can we talk about Arsenal?
If they drew, I would have been saying 21's fucking coming today.
It still could be.
This
we
week.
just need to not drop points against Newcastle.
Big game.
Really big game. And it's a horrible, tough game as well, because we don't win there, and they've lost 3 in a row at home, I think, for the first time.
And the last time we had
years.
a short turnover in days, we didn't perform.
We looked a little bit soft around the edges, didn't we? Just a bit.
Soft around the edges, is that a phrase? I thought it was rough around the edges.
I'd say rough around the edges is more of a say.
Yeah. It's rough around the edges is a saying, correct. Well done, and well done. Getting involved. But what I would also say is I can say other words to describe what I want to say that don't necessarily fall back on a cliched saying. So when I say soft around the edges, you know what I mean. Don't I?
You're soft when you edge it.
Exactly. Software, yeah. Software isn't loading yet. So that's going to be an issue. Here's the other thing. Chelsea versus Arsenal is one of the shittest top-level football games I've seen in my entire life. I hate them. I hate them both. I hate Arsenal. I think they're shit. I think the way they play football is shit. It's embarrassing that they are still in 4 competitions and they are playing and doing it like this. And Arsenal fans go, I don't care as long as we win. Yeah, but everyone else who has to watch you hates it. It's horrible. And not even in you've got to respect him. You're just cheating. They should have given 2 penalties away against Chelsea. They're clearly going to change the rules on this at some point or ref it differently. And then all of a sudden, what are they going to do when your front three get fucking 15 goals between them all season? It's like we're watching this slow incremental build-up of what is allowed from corners. So that if you compare it now to 18 months ago, 2 years ago, it's unthinkable that what they're doing now is being allowed. Saliba's got his arms double wrapped around João Pedro. You've got Declan Rice with his arms over someone's shoulders and then elbowing it in the air, and we're not giving penalties for these things. How has it stretched this point? Yeah, indirect, whatever you want to call it. How has it stretched to this point where that is now allowed? And that's how the best team in the world or the best team in Europe is playing football. It's horrible.
I've got a few
absolutely
things on
awful.
this topic. First of all, I agree with you. Second of all, though, you know how everyone's kind of like, Arsenal fans at the moment can't take the fact that everyone's like, these lot play shit football.
No.
And they kind of want everyone to love them.
Yes.
They don't want to be hated. I don't get that attitude. I love being hated.
Yeah.
You know, and we're the fucking best. And like, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd go like, yeah, right, cool. I hope we win the league and all our goals are from corners.
Yeah.
Like, what? What are you going to do about it?
I'd be booing
try and stop us.
every goal from open play.
Yeah, try and stop us.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you embrace that rather than act like little victims and that? And then my second point on that is, if they don't win the league, right? Because right now, you can cope with it when you're top of the league.
Yeah.
In the Champions League, etc. They don't win the Premier League or the Champions League. All of a sudden, it's Mikel Arteta plays the worst football we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Get him out of the club. This is a disgrace.
Yeah.
So at the moment, they're coping with it because of the top of the league. Fair enough. You know, to get our first league title since 2013, I'd do anything.
2003.
Our first league
Oh,
title.
sorry.
Like to get Man United.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking as an Arsenal fan.
No. To get ours, I'd do anything.
Yeah.
So like, if that means playing prehistoric football, then so be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's shit to watch. It's almost anti-Arsenal. If you remember, they were kind of like, oh, we play football, like, you know, we like to play football and all that. But look, when you're top of the league, nothing else matters. Nothing else
It
matters.
does feel as though they're sort of exploiting something, though, doesn't it? It doesn't feel genuine in that sense. Like, in the sense that it's like, you're watching everyone else is watching.
Chelsea did it back to them.
This
though.
isn't right. Chelsea did it back to him. And the
Everton
three
did it
goals,
over there.
again, were 3 set piece, 3 corner goals. And do you remember, like in the olden days, like 1800s, when all the rules...
I don't remember.
Remember that? Well, do you not remember it? Anyway, I remember it. So all the rules, like Sheffield had their own rules, Scotland had their own rules, London had their own rules, and they all would play different ways.
Yeah.
And I was chatting to my dad about this, and he was saying that when we, the northern sort of Sheffield, which is kind of what the rules ended up being, went up to play the Scottish teams, they didn't head the ball yet. Or the London team, sorry, they didn't head the ball
So it's
yet.
a bit like how everyone plays blackjack a little bit different.
Yeah, because it came around from...
Yeah.
So when the Sheffield lot were heading the ball, all the Londoners were laughing at them because they'd never seen it before. And then the Scottish players would like to pass it around the pitch and play it around on the floor and play good football. It's like Arsenal are playing this old rule book where, actually, technically, it doesn't say you can't have a dog with a kit on guarding the front post. Technically, that's allowed. We'll just have a German Shepherd in an Arsenal. Like, it's like they've just discovered this thing where it's like, if you just grab someone from a corner, they're not going to stop it. I don't understand how it's not being ref differently and how the refs go into every game. They must see what's being said on social media. They must see the replays of these fouls consistently week in. And then it happens again and they just go, play on. I don't get it.
How about this rule?
Go on.
No one's allowed in the 6-yard box apart from the goalkeeper until the ball's kicked.
Okay.
That's better than your rule.
What's my
When you
rule?
were tugging off the old man in the fucking library.
We're not tugging off an old man in a library.
You were?
Yeah, I did by accident.
Yeah.
That doesn't count as a tug off.
But
That's a tug on because I didn't know it was happening.
well, how about that?
I don't mind it. I don't hate it. But then you're just going to see, the keeper's going to. There's going to be a goalkeeper that dies, because all of a sudden, not only have you got the same, there's going to be 15 people stood on the 6-yard line, and all of a sudden it's like a jousting match where they're both running towards each other, and the keeper's got 10 people smashing into his head. You're going to get broken spines and all sorts. Or keepers coming out and punching like that with that level of velocity both ways. It's going to be dangerous.
People always run from outside the box.
Yeah, but at the minute you can't get near it. They couldn't get near the goalkeeper now. Because now at least everyone's stood still and jumping up in their spot. Once you've got momentum going
But
both
that's
ways,
also dangerous.
someone's going to get their head punched off.
Because players don't jump when they're near the keeper, so the keeper jumps and then the keeper's fucked.
Yeah, it is bad. I mean, they have to change something. Here's a rule. I've got another rule that I want to change.
Go on.
I've thought about this. And this isn't funny. This is a genuine rule I think we should change. Why can't, if you get subbed off, let's say you start the game, Adam,
If I get
come
what?
off, you get subbed off,
Okay.
tugged off, right? You're getting pulled off by the gaffer.
Sucked off,
Yeah? Not sucked off.
Oh.
You're getting tugged off by the gaffer.
Who's the
What?
gaffer? Who's the gaffer?
It's that German Shepherd I told you about before. He's moved upstairs.
I thought it was Michael Carrick, man. He smells so good.
No, it's just
Wouldn't be tugging me off for long.
it's a German Shepherd that used to be at the front post for
Tell you
Arsenal.
that for free.
You should be able to be subbed back on. There's no reason for it. There's literally
roll off.
No, not roll on, roll off.
Sorry,
You still
just
only
spat all over you.
roll up. You still only get the 5 subs, so it's not infinite like it was at school or when you're like under 10s or whatever. You get 5 subs, but within that, if you sub me off, imagine it now. Close your eyes, right? You're just gently subbing me off, right?
Yeah.
Why can't you sub me back on? Sub me again. Do you know what I mean?
Keep subbing, Joe.
That's the sort of rule that if it had never been brought in the first place, they would never remove it now. Like, tell me why you can't bring someone back on. Because you can sub someone on and bring her back off. Wake up. You're not subbing me off anymore.
Oh, I'm still thinking about you subbing me off.
Why can't you bring someone back on? What damage does it do? Why is that a bad idea?
It's a good bit, I mean...
There's no reason for it. Is there?
But then...
Come on.
You'd get some... It'd become almost like NFL.
Yeah.
You'd have like mad...
Where people being subbed on to take a free kick and stuff.
Yeah.
That would happen, but I don't mind that. Because now, all of a sudden, you can have a real free kick specialist that sometimes you sub him on for the last kick of the game in the Champions League final.
If he scores, do you sub him back off?
Sub him back off again. I mean, that can already happen anyway, by the way. That's still doable.
Yeah.
But that also means you can now sub him back off for the person that you brought off. I'm all for that. It's a bit of an extra tactical...
Don't like it.
Why? Because it's different. It's not shit, it's good.
My rule was better than your rule.
What's your rule again?
No one's allowed in the 6-yard box.
No, because I don't like having restricted zones. Like the red zone in France.
What's that?
It's an area that's got so much unexploded ordnance from the Second World War. It's like a 200-kilometre squared area that humans are still not allowed in, even now.
Mines and shit.
Just mines,
Wouldn't
guns,
they just
bodies, all sorts.
Stand really far back and just poke it a bit.
I don't think that's how it works. They don't know where they are. There's hundreds of millions
Surely
of
we
pieces
have
of
like
ordnance.
technology now to...
How much is that going to cost? Just put a bit of tape around it. You're not allowed in.
Is that what it is? Like it's just tape?
I don't know if it's taped. I don't know whether there's fences or what, but it is.
Should we go?
I'd go.
Do an uncensored from there?
Maybe don't do an uncensored. We're doing it uncensored from the perimeter.
Yeah.
You're like, did you definitely come out far enough with this perimeter?
I know. How did you know where it ends?
Yeah, I don't know. It does exist though. We can put the link to the Wikipedia.
I think...
So here's my
I don't
question.
like France.
Well, what?
What?
You don't like France?
Well, I hate Paris. It's a fucking dump.
Yeah, but that's
Shithole.
go somewhere different. France is fantastic.
See, I went to Nice once. Mm-hmm. Don't say what you're going to say.
Nice.
He was going to say, was it nice?
Yeah.
You always do that.
Say it again.
So I went to Nice.
What about your nephew? And we're back.
In 2009.
Yeah.
And shit. The beach was shit. It's pebbles and that.
Yeah, right.
I can't fuck with a pebble beach.
The best thing about France isn't the cities. It's the little towns. It's the little traditions. The guy making the French bread first thing in the morning. No milk in your coffee after 12.
You know, I was in Paris once and I was at the EPT event in Paris. Had a little break.
What's EPT for people?
Poker tournaments and
There you
that. Had a little break. You get like an hour break in some of these tournaments.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for in my head, like I've arrived that day, I'm like, oh, I'd love like a really nice baguette, like a good old sarnie, you know what I mean? But like, I'm in France, cheese, baguettes, that's them. Walked around, couldn't find like a sandwich shop, bro.
No.
What was great in Paris is a steak frites.
Yeah.
From that one restaurant, I forgot what it's called. But
Yeah, that famous one with the
and
green
the queue's
sauce.
always outside and you're not allowed to...
I'd like to go there.
I've been there a few times.
But
yeah.
France is great.
You can't book it, you just have to queue though, you know.
No, that's annoying. Everything shuts
you only get
12
one thing.
till 3.
It's only steak and chips with fries. And the only thing you order is your drink.
What do they have?
Like drinks and that.
They have Orangina?
Nah, they're not cultured enough. They had Kia Ora.
Oh, there we go.
Of course they did. Bit of Kia Ora. Yeah, some Rubicon mangoes and that.
Yeah, that's nice. Sometimes you should get that Rubicon guava. I'm not as keen on that
Is
one.
that a pink one?
Yeah.
That's banging. Passion fruit's great.
They've all gone downhill since
The
they took
lychee one's
sugar out of
nice.
them. Yeah, I like the lychee one.
I love lychees.
Yeah, me too.
You know pomegranates?
Yeah.
They taste like Ribena. Have you ever clocked that?
No, I've never noticed that.
Oh, mate.
So it's blackcurrant though, isn't it?
Pomegranate?
No, Ribena.
Yeah, exactly. Different flavours.
Yeah.
But it tastes the same.
I've never noticed that.
You know with a pomegranate?
Yeah.
You know sometimes you can get tubs where it's just the thing.
No.
Can't do that.
It's like pistachios.
I need to eat that shit out.
I need them in the shell.
On the plane the other week, or the month, they gave me shell-less pistachios. Like, what fucking bullshit is this, man? The joy is biting the little shell off, getting the little salty.
I need you to make me work for it.
The little salt in your mouth.
Because it's like you're chatting them up a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to put the work in. That's why the reward is so good. Because otherwise, once it just becomes nut realm, it stops being an elite nut.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? What's the most elite nut you've ever had?
Boss one. I mean, what?
Macadamias.
Nah. No, chocolate Brazil nuts are fucking
chocolate
golden.
almonds are good. Ooh. They're pretty good. I had a Brazil
Sometimes
nut.
just KP dry roasted.
Yeah, they're
That's all you
pretty
need.
good. And Peterson. You got dry roasted by England's 8th highest ever test run score.
Didn't even wet it up or nothing.
That's unbelievable. Give you that little woodworm piece. That was his brand. I tell you what, though, one thing that puts me off, in 2007, I had a Brazil nut that tasted like chicken, and I've not really been able to eat them ever since.
Chicken?
Chicken, yeah. Just back to Man United, because we haven't even spoke about United really yet. There seems to be growing confidence, I don't know if you've seen the reports, that as things stand, we're leaning towards Michael Carrick. How does that make you feel? I know we spoke about this weekly, but I do feel as though this is an ongoing thing that needs to be addressed weekly. And how will it make you look at Carrick, the way he sets the team up, the results, the performances differently, if he does become the permanent manager?
I wouldn't look at him differently. I think what he's doing is great so far. Even if we lost against Newcastle, I'd still feel quietly confident that he should get the job. It's become my number one choice. Luis Enrique was my number one choice, but then just gauging it off what we see and what we hear and stuff like that. And I know the press don't know everything, but I feel like if we were in for Luis Enrique, someone would have spoken about it by now. Yeah. So I just feel like that one isn't realistically going to happen. So you look at the realistic options that are out there, Nagelsmann, Pochettino and Michael Carrick. Go get Michael Carrick. Well, we've got Michael Carrick. Give him a contract. Give him a 2-year deal. Let's just see where we're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's done enough. I think you look at... I think the West Ham game, he maybe could have brought Sesko on earlier. But outside of that, I think his substitutions have always been quite positive. I think he's getting the most out of the players that he's got. I think you're seeing improvements in the players. I think outside of Lenny Yoro's mistake for Palace's first goal, I think Lenny Yoro's shown a massive improvement in his play. I think that helps with being in a back four. You know, you look at the performances he's getting out of the attacking players as well. Benjamin Sesko. And what I liked about the Benjamin Sesko thing was Sesko wasn't starting every game and he'd still come onto the pitch like, yo, this is my chance. And I think that comes from the manager speaking to him in his ear, making him still feel confident and still feel part of the team. Because if you're not starting and you're a £60 million signing or 70 million, whatever it is, very easy to get disheartened and be like, fuck this, like he doesn't want me, like, oh, my time here is done. And he looks like a man that just constantly wants to improve. And then he got asked a question yesterday about the performance of the team in the first half. And the way he answered it was the perfect answer. So I think they said like Crystal Palace were the better team in the first, like something along that, like, what did you make of that first half? Yeah. And his first point was, well, look, it's the Premier League. Crystal Palace are a very good team. Sometimes teams are just going to have their moment against you. And when we were a little bit off it, a little bit not great. But after 30 minutes, we started playing and, you know, we were the better team or whatever. And like, then he went, we'll be working on it on the training pitch. So he never chucked anyone under the bus. Yeah. He complimented the opposition, complimented the Premier League, pointed out that maybe there is something we can work on the training pitch. But also that he was like, I've been there as a player. Sometimes that's how you start a game. It's important how you get yourselves out of it. Yeah. And I just thought, if you looked at, I think it's almost the perfect response to that question. Like he's hit every single point that you'd want to, where everyone in the dressing room goes, yeah, it's spot on.
Yeah.
And I just think, I think the football's good in the main. And we've shown we can beat different types of teams. And you look at the different kind of goals we're scoring as well. They're all very, very different. I think that's one of the big things that I'm really looking forward to seeing more of Sesko, because look at his goal against West Ham.
Yeah.
Look at his goals against Burnley. Look at his goal against Everton.
Yeah.
Look at his goal, the header against Palace.
Fantastic.
Like, you're looking at all his goals and you're showcasing different style of goals. The finish against West Ham, for me, one of the best goals of the season.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Like, from anybody. Like, that little dink, like that, to just lift that and to have the presence of mind to be able to do that. His goal against Everton, this pace. The first off, the touch back to Luke Shaw and then turn and go. The pace that he showed, and then the presence of mind to slow down just as he got into the box and find a finish. I think that showed you everything you need to know about him. Like I said, the header, like he's showing a catalogue of goals that you look at and you go, he's a proper centre forward, you know. And I think that's exactly what he is. He's a proper centre forward.
With Carrick, again, just looking at how he's going to be judged differently if he is the United manager. I think the things we all know, we can all see it. We saw it with Amarim, what might be the weaknesses. We saw with Ten Hag. We saw with Jose. You can almost see if Carrick is to fail, whether this is what the reason is or not, the media and the fans and social media will point to a lack of tactical top-end prowess. I think people want to look at that.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
On that one. How?
How has he got a lack
How has he got a lack of tactical
Well, I think the way he... again, I'm not saying that he does. I'm just...
That's what people say.
The
I know.
narrative, yeah.
But
I think what people would point to is he doesn't talk a lot about details and pressing structures and assignments and all that, the stuff that, you see people talking about. He doesn't seem to be talking about his... What was it that Van Gaal called it? The way that we played under Van Gaal.
Sado, was it?
No, he used sadomasochism. No, not that. When he talked about his vision or there was something that he used to use all the time.
Process.
It's something like it wasn't that, but
It was the process.
Was it? No,
Was it the process?
There's another word that Van Gaal used to use. But anyway, basically, those sorts of key words that you see people talk about when they are seen as these tactical managers. Carrick doesn't speak like that about things. The things that we've heard from him is that he's simplified things. He's made things a little bit more kind of personal. These aren't words that are usually synonymous with tactical genius. I'm just saying that narrative is
I got a couple of points against that.
Yeah,
you look at the Spurs game. Spurs were a better team for maybe 20 minutes. Was that the game? Spurs?
Philosophy is the word that Van Gaal used to use all the time.
Spurs were a better team for a bit in that game.
Yeah.
And he made a tweak in that game.
Yeah.
And I remember it was the forwards kind of going really wide, one man dropping deep and just, it worked.
Yeah.
Look at Manchester City against Pep Guardiola, the best coach in the world. We battered them, bro.
Yeah, we did.
When I say battered them, it should have been 6 or 7-0.
Yeah.
And they were just some small little tweaks that he made to the team. The football we played against Arsenal, the way we defended, we defended some set pieces. You look at Sene Lomans and the performances he's putting in. Again, you have to credit the goalkeeper coach for some of that maybe. But again, I think that comes from the manager. I disagree with the fact that he doesn't have tactical prowess. He's not lost a game of football when he's played Arteta twice, Emery, Pep Guardiola, Marco Silva, David Moyes, Nuno Espirito Santo, all these really good coaches. Yeah. And we've beat them all. So I don't agree that he doesn't have tactical prowess. This was also something that used to get thrown at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, exactly. And we saw the best football we'd ever seen. It's because they're not an Amarim or a Ten Hag or someone that has like a strict philosophy that they don't change from.
Yeah.
Because he has many different ways to skin a cat. Is that the same?
Yeah.
And
skin a cat that's soft around the edges.
Also, not starting Sesko some games and starting your 3. That's a tactical choice.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he wants to do that.
Yeah.
So I find that disrespectful, to be totally honest. And the football we played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the best football we've ever seen up until Michael Carrick being here since Fergie. And Michael Carrick was a big part of that as well.
Yeah.
Him, Kieran McKenna on the training pitch with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I think that's disrespectful and incorrect.
Okay. Let me say the next thing then. and this I've seen a little bit less, but I think this will get called into question if he does become the United manager. Does he potentially lack a bit of charisma, a little bit of sort of
maybe seen him
energy and kind of presence? Because he's not a big sort of loud, brash kind
you
of
don't
character.
have to be loud to have presence.
But a lot of the great managers of all time, I'm not saying Fergie was a loudmouth, but he was someone that would really command a room. Obviously, even Pep in his own way, I think, does that. You look at the great Jose, of course, did that. You look at the great managers of the generation.
Jose Mourinho commanded a room, and that came because of the success he had at Porto, and it gave him arrogance, confidence, aura, and we go, fucking hell, we believe that.
Yeah,
you know, like. Fergie built that up.
Yeah,
there was still times in 80 whatever where people were saying get rid of him.
Yeah,
they weren't saying the guy's got such great aura and stuff like that. Like you earn that and you gain that by winning trophies and becoming a better manager. So, and I also think he does have presence.
Okay,
he's Michael fucking Carrick.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Handsome man, smiles good, dresses well. Stood there on the sidelines. He's always calm.
Yeah.
Whether it's going good or bad. He's level-headed. Like, I think that's good. And I think he would give a bollocking sometimes if he needs to.
Yeah, I agree.
But it'd be so rare that when he does, it matters. Do you know what I mean? You can't just shout all the time. And I'm sure Fergie wasn't like that. There's times where Fergie would walk in the dressing room, not say a word.
Yeah.
Let them stew over that one.
Yeah.
So I think Michael Carrick, he hasn't lost a game of football as Manchester United. You know what I seem to think? You know what people do?
Yeah.
You know when you have a manager like Ruben Amorim or Eric Ten Hag, people, you lose a few games and everyone goes, this is part of it, mate. This is a long-term philosophy. He's going to get there. They seem to think losing games has to be a part of it to become a better team and to develop their philosophy. And someone comes in, wins every fucking game and we go, I don't know, he's a bit of a fraud, you know?
I know.
Because this isn't the final evolution of Manchester United under Michael Carrick, but we're still winning.
Yeah. Because what it is, I think it's that thing of like, you take your mate to the pub, they've never played darts before, and they get a 180. Or you play in pool against them and they beat you 3 times out of 4, even though I never really play and you play a little bit. Yeah. And people assume that there's almost a beginner's look. Like the better you are from the off, the less you deserved it. There's an element of people like, I mean, not to get too deep here, but all storytelling, the hero's journey is suffer, something happens, and then you build to success. And that's what people want to see echoed in football and echoed in life, where if you didn't earn your success through suffering, then you didn't deserve it and it wasn't as genuine as someone that did. So I think when you come in and start winning straight away, people immediately are skeptical of that because you didn't do the thing that we all inherently think you need to do to earn that success, therefore it must be false. So people almost, instead of the narrative being how this bad time is going to lead to a good time, like we saw with Arteta, like we were hoping that would happen with Amorim, etc., or with Fergie, what was it, 7-8 years until we won a title? People instead of going, actually, here's how this good time is indicative of it's false, it's not real, and it's going to end up in a bad time. And people are just instinctively want to do that. I don't really get why. Maybe it's human nature. Maybe, like I said, it harks back to all these stories of, everything from the Bible to Shakespeare, everything. That's how a hero's journey should be. But like you said, why does that mean it's not fair on Michael Carrick that people are almost looking to downplay how good it's been for the sake of you haven't done it the genuine way? Just enjoy it. And like with Solskjaer, how close did we actually get to like winning the big stuff? Not we never got close to win the Champions League, but it was semi-final after semi-final in the Cups. We got to the Europa League final. We finished second in the league. And people acted as though none of that mattered and he was a failure at Manchester United. Do you think we were probably as close to actually being a top team as we've ever been when he was here? And yet people look back on that as like, no, you can't get Carrick because Solskjaer was such a failure. He wasn't. It was that final 10% or 3% that we were missing from being one of the best teams in Europe under Solskjaer.
Also, no one went, don't get Amorim because the last Portuguese fellow we got failed.
Yeah.
I just find that so odd.
Yeah, a former player or someone that was in interim, you can't possibly go with him. And also, here's the other thing, like you said, about the tactical thing, because I'm not saying that I agree with that stuff that I said before, but I know this is how the narrative will build. The other thing with Carrick on the tactical front is, like, in any classroom, you think of a football team as a classroom, like the training ground as a classroom, there's people of different abilities. Some people can absorb the real sit-down homework style pressing structures, defensive structures. Here's how you pass, here's where you stand. Some people can get it on paper and then fail to implement it on the pitch. Some people can sit there, look at the pages all day, look at the video that they're being shown, and just not get it. Like, that's what it's like in football and in any part, in any walk of life. If you are a manager that can deconstruct things down to simple, easy, digestible, bite-sized pieces that amount to the same thing as all these technical details, you go here, when we press, stay with your men, push up. That's the same as going, when they give it to Dan Burn, we all sprint forward. Anyone can understand that. But if it's, here's the 6-1-3 pressing structure we're going to do, half of the team won't be, they won't be able to focus, they won't get it, they'll be chatting, they'll be taking, it's like any walk of life. If you can give people difficult information simply and succinctly, that is just as successful as all the detail in the world. It's
almost like, because now it's like pressing structures and this, that, whereas Fergie would have been telling his players, go and get that ball back.
Yeah.
Quickly.
And win your battles.
Make sure you closing people down. That's pressing.
Yeah.
It's just the words and everything around
and
it.
all the stuff people talk about zonal and man marking and man pressing as well. Whereas in the past, like you said, that would have been win your battles one-on-one. That's all right, that's man pressing. Or hold your shape when they've got the ball. That's zone. As long as people get it, and again, as we always say a million times, the thing that wins titles is good players. That's going to be the difference. So if you keep signing players like Mbermo and Sesko and Cunha, if we do the same thing there as we have done with the midfield, United will win more games. Get him a really good team, and I think Michael Carrick is as good a shout as anyone to take.
I'd give him the contract now.
Would you? I'd wait till the end of the season, I think.
Mate, we're 6 points clear in Champions League spot.
That was good.
Who'd have thought that?
I can't believe it. Yeah, Chelsea are 6 now, aren't they? They're 6 points
behind us. We're third in the league. When we were 1-0 down to Palace, did you think we were doing it again?
I thought we'd lost it. There's still 10 games to go. There's still so much time
There's still a long way
left.
to go, yeah. We lose against Newcastle, Chelsea could be 3 points behind us.
Yeah. Because Chelsea have been playing well under Rossini, I'll give him that.
Up until recently, yeah.
Yeah.
But their fixtures were very favourable.
And now they're nightmare now, aren't they? Arsenal, I think they've got Liverpool and Villa in the next few games as well.
I'm still shocked we beat Everton away. Does that sound stupid?
No. We don't win games like that anymore.
Newcastle, I'm a bit sceptical about this one.
I can't see us winning that.
But we will.
Who are you starting up front? Are you bringing Ahmad back in?
I think Sesko starts.
Okay. Ahmad back in or Ahmad on the bench again?
You know what the problem... Well, not a problem. How would have players in terms of the recovery?
Yeah.
Because you might need to make a few changes there.
Yeah.
He said Lissandro was close to being back the other day, and days. Yeah. It was days rather than weeks, isn't it?
He said we'll look at it.
So I'd love him to be back. Obviously, Luke Shaw, he seemed to get a head knock and then stamped on his foot. Yeah. And then the manager said he was ill.
Well, the manager said him and Maguire. See when Maguire came off? Did you see that?
Yeah.
You were at the ground, weren't you? But
no. I was on the club.
Okay, yeah. So it was like going off like that, And then he said they both weren't feeling well.
So
what's that?
He got fully stamped on his foot.
Who, Shaw?
Full studs on his foot would have been painful.
Yeah.
But minutes before that, he was involved in something in the box where someone's kind of shoulder or something's kind of hit his head, and he lies on the floor for a bit. But then he gets up, carries on. Maybe he still had that.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just, when your foot gets crunchy, you just think, oh, fuck. I've just had a whack on my head.
We're losing.
My foot just got crunched. I'm already feeling a bit poorly. Mackie's breakfast is reacting badly for me.
I shouldn't have had that 8th hash brown. I knew it. I'd do a baker's half dozen with 7, and I've pushed it to a plumber's half dozen with 8, and I've fucked it.
And Maz is on the bench.
I've got a stitch in me tits.
Maz is on the bench.
Yeah.
It's funny, we took one fella that... I was going to say one guy that ate everything. We brought in a guy that was fasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that, by the way, the Leeds fans? What are they? What are their lives
Mate,
like?
these are the same people that sang at us. Fucking, we're from Leeds. You're all Chinese. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was
the
so
Leeds
bad.
fans coming in chanting it was at pre-season.
Pre-season friendly.
I know.
Why are you so game for a pre-season friendly? There's children about.
And just singing racist chants and that. And then so for anyone who didn't see, City played Leeds, and they paused the game for a couple of minutes to sort of see the end of the fasting for Ramadan.
Yeah.
And obviously City have got maybe half a dozen
Have some water
Muslim
in a
players.
date or something like
I don't think that Leeds had any Muslim players, which obviously, surprise, surprise. And the Leeds fans were booing it.
Leeds
They
do
were
have
booing the
Muslim
stoppage.
players, but the lads are like, fucking
No, they're not.
I'll just stay hungry
Yeah.
till full time,
They
lads.
can't be openly Muslim. I love that. They have to do it in secret.
I don't want these lads to
Fucking
fucking
hell.
get on me.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
getting
I
booed.
thought it... Look, there's so many stops in football that I just find it... What are we doing? And then, by the way, let me read Jad's tweet, man. It was so good. Jad's tweet was so good.
So who's that?
Jad is one of the Barrow brothers. He works on Filthy Fellas as well.
Cool.
Really good lad. Big up, Jad. Where is his tweet? His tweet is absolutely banged to fuck.
Oh, it is really good, actually. Is this one you read out before?
Yeah, I read out to you earlier when I...
Yeah.
Since Jesse's gone to Brazil.
Corinthians.
Should we go see?
Sure.
So someone tweeted, you can guess what his profile looks like. Britain is a Christian country. No English Premier League match should be stopping for players to break a fast of a foreign religion. The fans rightly booed. Also, football stops every fucking second these days. Yeah. For people taking a long throw and drying a ball. Yeah. People taking a corner. People fucking rolling about, fannying about. Ball, and you're worried about a couple of players having a drink of water and eating a date, you cretin.
It's so mental, by the way, that you can play. I think it was like the 14th, 15th minute. It was quite early. That like they've warmed up and trained and played at that intensity, and they've not eaten food for like 16 hours.
Mate, you'd be so dizzy.
It's unbelievable.
And they're playing elite level
top
football.
And the most
me and you
intense
in
league in the
goals
world.
without eating, we'd be fucked.
I'd be like collapsing
Yeah,
after like 2
we've got a
minutes.
keeler. We've got a keeler.
Go on.
This has got 223,000 likes, 25,000 retweets.
That's as big as it gets.
So obviously the guy called it to break a fast of a foreign religion.
Yeah.
So Jad's quoted foreign religion and put, he thinks Jesus walked on water in Brighton and was resurrected in Norwich.
I love that. It's so good.
Also, by the way, has there ever been a game of football on the 25th of December?
No.
Exactly, you fucking dicks.
I know. It's just
People are
ridiculous.
stupid, man. People are so stupid, man.
Yeah, it just happens
And
to be the religion that
people
came
are just
over
intolerable, just hating everyone, hating each other.
Yeah.
When the facts are, we need to stop pointing fingers at each other and look up there at them pricks upstairs. Not upstairs in this building. But you know what I mean. Stop being morons.
Yeah.
It's depressing. But you know what? On that depressing note, I was so proud of Man United fans in the Stretford end. To see the banner that they had up in there.
Proudly colonised by immigrants.
Yeah. And I've seen few people take umbrage, that's a great word I haven't used in a while, with the word colonised being used on that. There's a reason why they use that word. Because
ironically using it to quote Jim Ratcliffe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know, when I saw it, it just made me feel proud to be a United fan.
Yeah, me too.
And like, I sit in a Stretford end, I wasn't there on Sunday, but I don't know, it just made me feel good.
Good.
So yeah, well done and shout out to those Reds that put that together and got it done.
Yeah.
Because you know what as well? I can see some people feeling, I think most people feel that way, right? I've never really, I'm sure there are United fans that hold those kind of views, but I've never really experienced it at a match or experienced racism from United fans or, and there's a lot of United fans that hate what we do. Yeah. And they think we're a see you next Tuesday and all that. And that's their right to do that. But it's never gone over the line to racism.
Yeah.
I know Flex had something happen outside the grounds. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but
for you,
predominantly, like I've never experienced that. And it must be hard for, even if you hold those views that were shared on the banner, right? To bring the banner to you think, someone's gonna have a pop at me, or someone it's just,
you look at the size of it as well. It might well be being held up by someone that disagrees with it, and that could get you in shit in the moment.
I did think about that.
Yeah, there's like 30
and
people
I love
under
the
that
idea
banner.
of it. Yeah. For fuck's sake, fucking hurry up and get this fucking banner down.
But yeah, it's like
they're happy they're under it. Imagine if you're next to it.
You're on the edge. But you open yourself up to a potential situation where you might get shit
And
for this. It
it's
might
brave.
be a problem. Yeah.
And I admired the United fans that
Yeah,
did
me
that.
too.
So
Good stuff.
thank you to those fans.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Right, I think that's a nice place to end it. Do you?
I nearly cried. I didn't need to cry. I yawned.
You
What?
just-
No, I did a little tickle,
Yeah,
man.
I do that one.
Nah, because you disabled my hand. All right, see you in a bit.
Oh.